Alright guys, Slow Tranquil Sense coming into you once again with a review from Terrence Hughes. This one is called Oxytocin. Barely acquired these little samples a couple days ago, and honestly, I was not let down at all. Well, the one I reviewed was the one that I kind of don't want to say the word anymore, but Oxytocin, it's just an oud and rose combo, but it's done real nice and it's super elegant. I can see myself wearing this in the dead of winter. It's got rose, it's got oud, ambergris. I can smell cloves in it. It's got bourbon vanilla. So when you spray this on, the first thing you're gonna smell is that medicinal oud. I think the oud that he uses from Thailand or something like that. So you can smell that. Oh man, you can smell that medicinal oud mixing with that vanilla and that bourbon vanilla, because the bourbon comes out and they start playing around together. I feel like in the background it's a lot of sandalwood and musk. Now this one is very reminiscent of other oud rose combos, such as the one's Mysterious Night, Mancero's Oud Blue Notes. The only thing is Mancero Oud Blue Notes, it's a little more citrusy. It has that medicinal quality that the Oxytocin has, but this one, it just has more citrus pop. Now, the one with the Mysterious Night, this one's a little more forgiving. I feel like if you're into designers, you might not like this oud rose combo. Not many people like oud. I personally love oud, especially the medicinal oud. Man, like Tom Ford oud wood, sucker for that kind of stuff. Now, with Mysterious Night, this one's got a lot more amber, and it's also because it's a flanker of the one. Some people say that it doesn't resemble any the original, the one EDP or EDT, but in my opinion, it does. But it reminds me more of the one Royal Night. But just imagine Royal Night with added with oud and rose. Another one that very similar to them is Dua's Satin Midnight Attar. Now, this is Dua's take on MFK's Oud Satin Mood. This one though, the Satin Midnight Attar, it's a little more herbal. It's very herbal. Kind of smells like almost like crayons. Like when you ever get a box of crayons, you kind of smell it. But not to turn you guys off, but that's what I get off this. But I got so many compliments with this one, and this one projects like a beast. But we're not talking about Dua right now. We're talking about Terrence Hughes Oxytocin. I can see myself wearing Oxytocin in the dead of winter with a nice cold, special somebody by my side. That frigid air just coming in contact with the skin, and I can see Oxytocin just being marvelous in the air and that coldness. That's what I picture when I smell Oxytocin. This one's a little more earthy than the ones I mentioned over here. A little more earthy, a little more advanced. Again, that medicinal oud in this is just, oh man, it's heavenly. I love it, man. I love it. Now, things that pop out for me on this one is, of course, that bourbon vanilla that is advertised on the notes. And I do smell that. I was thinking it was juniper berries, because I have this Kreml body wash, and it kind of reminds me of that. But now when I think about it, I think it's bourbon. Playing with that vanilla, that clove really pops out, and it's all intertwined with a bunch of musk and sandalwood. This scent's a little more for the mature crowd. If you're younger, I don't see why a young person could not pull this off, but it leans a little more mature. Now, when I showed a buddy of mine this Mancera, which is supposed to be more citrusy than all of these, a little more forgiving, more forgiving, he says it smelled like an old woman. But this stuff, now when I think about it, I had the YSL's M7 Fresh, and it kind of reminds me of that, because it had a little bit of M7 was that oud, designer oud that Tom Ford pulled when he was in Yves Saint Laurent, and he made the M7 and the M7 Fresh, the original ones. I'm not talking about the Oud Absolute and all that stuff. I'm talking about the original two, the fresh one and the regular one. The fresh one was just enchanting, man. And now that I think about it, Mancera kind of reminds me of that. So, all in all, Oxytocin is a pretty standard Oud Rose combo, man. I thought it would be something different, but I mean, he really nailed it. I mean, for an indie perfumer, I think it just reeks of quality. And of course, with these, man, projection monstrous, longevity monstrous. This stuff lasts a good while, along with the other one that I don't want to mention the name of. Those two, just simply, divine. So go check Terrence Hughes out. I love his channel. So guys, thank you for watching. This was Slow Tranquil Scents. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and wear out.